Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is Stringo from the Innergeekproductions bringing you yet another episode of My Hero. We're taking a look at Ashe this time. Guys, we're done through the A's. We're done through the A's, going to the B's, of which I'm skipping the next two, which is Bran and Blitzcrank. Yes, I have to skip those two because I don't own them. Bran, another mage, and I don't play as many mages anymore that aren't Orianna. Well, not that I play Orianna much anymore. See, yes, playing Ashe. I play Ashe a bit. I generally play Caitlyn over Ashe just because of playstyle reasons. But Ashe can be a lot better because the ultimate crystal arrow, it's great for initiation. Now this is a bit more of a standard game. I believe this was actually ranked play now that I think back on it. So we do actually have two junglers on each team. Yes. Let's see what's going on up here. Kassadin, you sexy devil, what are you doing? Oh, looks like the other team might be coming in for the blue. Let's see, how are they doing team-wise? I think they might have a better early game fight. Yes, they do, and that's actually flashes right on out of there. Might have been wise, doesn't want to give up first blood. And I move on up here to get ready to take on the fight also. I do have a crit saved up. Basically, Ashe's passive, the longer she does not take a shot, the higher her crit chance goes. Their entire team's up here, and we are missing Soraka, so we need to be very careful. So what we decided to do is we decided, okay, you can take our blue, we'll go take yours. Because why not? Why not? We're going to scoot on over and choke Gath. I actually come back to Hawkshot now that I think about it. As we're being spammed from, yes, I do Hawkshot. I just want to take a peek to see if they are actually taking our blue. So I head down to bot. I think Cho'Gath's going to head on up to top. Kassadin going mid, and Soraka coming here on bot, actually giving Udyr a bit of a leash, and he is going to be just fine. Using fists against the golem because he is boss. And that is what you do. Friends, if you're just walking down the street, you know, you probably have your iPod in, and you're listening to some, I don't know, what do kids listen to these days? Journey. Yes. You're listening to some, The Wheel in the Sky. And just a golem walks up to you. And, you know, he's giving you a bit of an eye. He looks up and down you. And he picks a fight with you, and guess what? The one weakness to a golem is fists, and it looks like Kassadin is in a bit of trouble. He actually pulls an ignite on Warwick, and Warwick flashes in and takes the kill, getting first blood, and Warwick is going to slip right on out of there, and we're going to keep an eye on him. What are you doing, Warwick? What are you doing? And I think we're debating whether going up there or not to take him out. No, it does not look like it. Nerelia is coming in on Cho'Gath by the looks of it, and just standing there getting owned. I think she, now that I think back on this, I think she DC'd, because that looks a bit too weird. Yeah, that is awfully strange. Disclaimer, there's a ton of DCs that happen in this game. I know I usually in my replays don't like them, but Aurelia DCs for a while, and I believe Udyr DCs also later in the game. So I'm just considering it even. Probably not, but I'm considering it. Mainly because I'm sick of playing Ashe trying to find a good game, and this is as good as I got. It was a ranked play, so these people are pretty decent. The Fiddlesticks on their team is pretty, not the best in the world, not good enough to be playing ranked, in my honest opinion. So, let me explain what's going on down here. Ashe's Q is just a normal slow, volley, Hawkshot, which gives you vision, and 1 extra gold per last hit, or kill in general, I think. And Crystallized Arrow. Very common carry to play right now. She is very cheap. Generally, people end up picking up Ashe as one of their first characters. She's even in the tutorial. So, because I'm laning with Soraka, she is letting me take all the last hits because she is support, and she does not need them as much as I do. So I'm actually leveling up my Hawkshot first. Yes, I do. I have volley in here right now just for a bit of harassment, just to get me even more gold. And it looks like Soraka's going to go right on Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks might have overextended quite a tiny bit. Yes. So I believe right now their top lane's not doing so well because Aurelia's not there. So I think Warwick may need to go in. Yes, Warwick's feeling kind of weird with that CV there. Don't blame him. Feeling quite uncomfortable. Maybe Swain's heading up top because he seems to be gone for a while. Yes, Fiddlesticks is getting awfully rocked. He does not want to go in right here. If I pulled a crit right there, I think we would have been in very good shape against him. Yes, indeed. Shoot a Hawkshot up in here to just see if anybody's going to give us any problems for when we dive Mr. Fiddlesticks. I'm pretty sure that's going to come up. He is way too low. He might want to consider coming up and draining one of these guys. What's he running summoner spells wise? Of course, he was not expecting to be soul laning. Yes, so he does not have teleport. So we're going to push probably pretty hard to start, damaging that tower. It looks like Udyr's coming in for a gank. And Cassin has to flash away from her, and Udyr flashes in on Caitlyn, and she has to flash away. Flashes everywhere, use all the flashes, and Udyr's able to punch her in the back of the head and take her out. Using fists on British women. Udyr, you are a boss. Not that you should ever use fists on Brit. Okay, and as we get back to this game, yes, like I said, I think I'm going to start leveling up my Hawkshot now that my volley has 2. And Mr. Fid is back. Come on, put it in volley so I don't look like an idiot. Yes, okay, I do. And Aurelia is back. Underleveled. So like I said, right now, you guys are probably thinking, why are you casting this game? She is DC'd. Yeah, Udyr gets disconnected a lot longer than that at the end. Udyr wearing a bit of a hat right now. Looking like a boss. Yes. Fun fact, I never played Udyr. Never have. Wonder if I even own him. I probably do, knowing me. So I'm like, oh, I'll play Udyr all the time, and I like pick him up with IP. Nope, never got him. See, and Fiddlesticks comes way too far in, but he's able to fear me away from there, so we are not able to actually pick him up. Just focusing on the last hitting at this point. Trying to push him out, and Aurelia is able to come back in. She is actually not as underleveled as I was expecting. Fiddlesticks is a bit too low for comfort. And it looks like Warwick is out trolling someplace. Let's see, Udyr finds him at our blue. No, he does not. So we'll check the creep score right about now. Yes, Soraka doing good, not taking as many, and I'm doing absolutely fantastic at this point. Of course, we were one-on-one-ing a Fid who was not prepared for it, so keeping that in mind. Cassidon is getting pretty owned by Caitlyn at this point. Firing my Hawkshot, keeping an eye on things. Trying to keep an eye on that blue more to the point to see when Warwick actually goes after it. We're going to see how long we can hold this, and I have my ulti at this point, which is going to make stuff going in and initiating fights so much better. And Soraka booking around with her ultimate is always a good thing. See, Cho'Gath, what level are you, my good sir? You should be starting to feast things. Yes, you do have 2 stacks. You looked a bit too small for having 2 stacks. It looks like we're going in for a fight, which I completely missed. I think yes, I did ulti one of them, and we're actually able to take out Fiddlesticks. Oh, I'm not so happy that I failed on that. Going up and looking at Cho'Gath and how small he is. Missing a kill. Soraka actually taking the kill, which is not the best in the world. Yes. Although I will go out and say Soraka is very powerful at this point, so her getting a ton of kills is... it could be worse. I mean, she can pull out some pretty decent damage and stay alive in a fight for quite some time, especially at this low level of gameplay. And I think we're going to go in and see if we can damage the tower a bit. Yeah, we're just going to push Aurelia a bit. She went for a Philosopher's Stone, which is quite interesting. She should probably not. She should probably be going for earlier game. She should probably be picking up some Doron stuff. Fiddlesticks actually gets the fear off on Soraka, and he gets silenced, and we're going to try to focus him down before his Drain, but his Drain is doing an awful lot. And are we going to be able to take him out? Soraka takes the kill once again. Oh dear. That was even an auto attack from her, I think, so that's unfortunate. And is Warwick going to be able to take out Kassadin? No, he is not. And Aurelia using her ultimate to clear minion waves, which no problems with. That makes complete sense to me. Yes, it does. And it looks like Kassadin's able to take out Caitlyn. Not sure with how much health because of this replay client. And I do have my ult. Always nice to announce when you have your ults, people. Yes, it does say in here, I believe in an actual game, it says have ultimate and yes down this. So keeping that in mind, if you guys are playing with an Ashe on your team, always hit your tab and see when her ultimate's up, just in case she does not tell you. And it looks like Aurelia and Fiddlesticks are actually coming in. I get feared and have to flash out of there. I actually ultimate on Aurelia, and we're going to turn around and see if we can push them back a ways, and we are just fine. Yes, we are. Indeed. I'm just volleying into that bush because I know they're there. I know you're there, Fid. What are you playing at, son? We're being very commanding because of that earlier DC. And it looks like Caitlyn was actually able to take out Kassadin over Warwick, which is better. And Swain is someplace trolling about, being all bird-like. Let's see, where did Fiddlesticks go? I have a feeling he's going to pop up out of nowhere with his ultimate. Unless we're able to push him out of lane, which I did not see. Yeah, only 9 last hits on that Fid. No bueno, Fiddlesticks players. No, you don't want to be doing that. See, and it looks like we're going to go after Dragon for a bit. We'll leave Soraka here with Aurelia, it looks like. And, oh, there's Warwick, so we're going to be able to fight him off. So we're going to be booking around, trying to keep him away. I completely failed on that volley. And I think we're going to be able to take out Dragon without any problems. Fiddlesticks comes around, and man, this is a bit strange. And he puts down the ward, and I try to kill it, but I don't think it goes down. Wish there was a way to find out, aka there was a replay client that would show stuff like this. Evil eye at Riot Games. And Fiddlesticks just still... Guys, focus on last hitting. I mean, this one advice, and we'll do this for this game. Last hitting, practice it. Even if you have to go into bot matches, just practice last hitting. I will highly recommend you pick up Ashe to learn how to last hit on. Yes, it is much more difficult to do on AP characters. I actually have the ultimate right there on that Aurelia, but we should be a bit fine. Warwick actually ulting on me, and I'm going to try to book back to the tower, and I think I'll be fine. Maybe not. It looks like they're able to take me on out, and now Warwick has to zip on out of there from the tower, and Fiddlesticks gets rocked, gets stunned there for the time being, unable to, I assume, try to flash out. And now Kassadin's in here. He's going to try to pick up Warwick. It looks like he does, and Aurelia needs to slip on out of there. And it looks like Kassadin's heading back up here, seeing if he can take out a Caitlyn, who pushed up. Yes, indeed. Skip ahead a tiny bit. Wonder... At this point, Kassadin should be able to take her out. Maybe not. It looks like she does have a bit of advantage over him. And he actually ultimates in on top of her and is able to slow her. Is he going to be able to pick her up? More to the point, I really don't know because I can't tell the health-wise. And it looks like she is going to escape on out of there. He is not feeling comfortable enough to go up any farther. See how we're doing last hit-wise once again. Yeah, we're absolutely rocking this Fiddlesticks and Aurelia. Future reference for people, if you're not having a good early game, feel free to start stacking Doran's blades or Doran's rings. It will help your early game. It does. They are the most gold efficient items in the game. They're just pretty bad late game. So that's the reason why people usually don't want to buy more than 2. Is because you'll end up just losing the gold. But if you're having a bad early game, you might as well get it. And it looks like we're going to ult in on Fiddlesticks, seeing if we can take out that Aurelia, getting some hard damage in. And are we going to be... I don't have my Q on. This was my huge mistake. Yeah, I remember. I just threw it on now. We would have probably been able to pick up them both if I remember to turn on my Q. So if you're ever thinking about playing Ashe, or you are an Ashe player, you probably are way better at it than I am. You always want to remember, well, as soon as you go in on a fight onto another champion, you want to sip on your Q. Other than that, you shouldn't really have mana issues. It looks like Kassadin went down to Caitlyn. Udyr is actually able to take out Warwick, and Swain, is he going to be able to live through this? More to the point, he's going right in on Udyr. Makes me wonder how low his health is. Gets a Nevermore down there on Cho'Gath. I believe that's what it's called, Nevermore. And it looks like Swain will be just fine, being a tanky bird. And Udyr is going to go right in on the statue, and I guess Swain is too low to do anything about it. Meanwhile, up here, it looks like we're getting some nice damage in on the bot tower, and these two are probably going to be able to clean this up. Caitlyn ults in, not sure who that hit exactly. And Udyr is going to come on in, see if he can take on Caitlyn. He has to back on out of there, and by the looks of it, they're just going to have to zip on out. I do not know what their health is. He always has 391. It looks like Fiddlesticks is ulting in on us. And I try to take out Aurelia. We got a bit split up right here. This could be our demise. And my Q is on for once. I'm getting drained awfully well. And is Soraka going to be able to pick up Fiddlesticks? No, she is not. My ultimate is up, so if I really wanted to, I think I could pick off one of them if I can just fire it right on up there. And am I? Yes, I am. Is it going to take out anybody? Yes, it hit Fiddlesticks. Oh, but meanwhile, it looks like Swain's going to be able to clean us up. And there goes the Udyr disconnect. I knew it happened at some point in this game. And is Swain going to be able to pick me up? I turn around and hit him with my Q to try to slow him down, but his bird is able to claw my eyes out by the looks of it. Oh dear, it looks like Warwick's in a bit of a situation, gets eaten by Cho'Gath, and he is able to pick up the kill, not on the feast though, which is probably what he wants to be doing, and Aurelia heads on up top. So let's zip ahead, just because I don't like the screen to be black and white like this for as long as possible. And let's go back to normal speed. Aurelia actually using her ult to clear the minions. I don't think she has the damage output quite yet. Yeah, I'm really questioning why she has that Philosopher's Stones with such a bad early game. I can see why she did it to get that gold, because she did miss out for so long. But we'll have to see. Maybe there's something I'm just missing. It looks like Swain's Nevermore. I believe it's called Nevermore, but I honestly don't know. Maybe it's called like Never Move or something. I'm calling it Nevermore. If you don't like it, well, that's what the dislike button's for down on the YouTube. Looks like Caitlyn's in taking out Race. Let's see if Kassadin's able to pick up anything. No, he's not. It looks like he's not comfortable enough to go in on her. And, wow! Well, look at that. Goodbye, friend. Well, I am able to pick up Fiddlesticks, though. So, yeah. I'm actually speechless of that arrow. That was actually pretty fantastic. I don't even remember shooting that. Yeah, I played this game probably 4 or 5 days ago, so I'm not quite familiar with what happens, other than I remember the DCs did happen. Let's see what's going on right here. We're still in a bit of a laning phase because this is such an awkward game at this point, being 4 on 5, so we do want to stay in this laning phase for as long as we can. Looks like Warwick actually came down bot and took out Soraka. I completely missed that. And I do not have the damage output quite yet to be pushing them back far enough. I'm focusing on Warwick and on Aurelia, trying to get them back away from me. Stay away! Stay away! Stay away! And it looks like I will be fine for the time being. Just going to be hugging my tower for a bit. And it looks like Fiddlesticks and Caitlyn are going to do quite a number on our tier 2 tower. And they actually end up taking it out. See how you're doing on feasts. Yes, he has all 6 feasts. So he is going to be A-okay. Cho'Gath's last hits are pretty fantastic. Looks like I'm taking some damage. Looks like I'm being dove in by Warwick and Aurelia, and I think he's going to be able to zip right on out of there with a flash. And here comes Soraka to take over since I have fallen. And Caitlyn's in here, so not in a spot we want to be in. And Udyr comes back. So that's the extent of the DCs, I believe. They were able to get 2 towers in on us, so I will consider that a bit fair. Just because I am judgmental like that, and I overall have the last say. Fiddlesticks is only level 8, that is... Looks like Caitlyn actually took out Soraka by the looks of it. I wonder if that was an ult from her. Too bad there isn't a replay client that would say if the other team used ults or not. It's like Warwick's right in here. What are you doing, Mr. Warwick? Let's zip it up a tiny bit, see what goes on. Because I'm pretty sure this game is coming to a close. Okay, I guess not. I guess we're just going to go into a bit of another laning phase once again, even though we are 22 minutes in. And we take the bottom turret through minions. Khazad-dûm is beaten. Cho'Gath is still up here being a absolute boss. Got his Rod of Ages, because everybody could use a Rod of Age. And Warwick actually comes in and ults in and is able to initiate on Cho'Gath. And he silences them, and I think Cho'Gath is probably going to end up going down unless he can flash. No, he cannot. He gets taken out by a 4-person gank. So we're going to prepare for them to do whatever. So they're going to push up here on the top turret. So we're going to zip around and see what we can do about that. I'm going to keep an eye on myself because I'm pretty sure I'm going to shoot an initiation arrow at this point. And am I going to shoot it? Yes, I do. And I hit Aurelia and Warwick. Warwick taking the actual hit, so being stunned and only slowing Aurelia. We're going to take out Swain, and Aurelia needs to get on out of there. Caitlyn takes out Soraka down at bottom lane, so she'll probably be able to push that lane without a problem, unless I teleport, I guess, to bot just for me to protect it, but I guess I really didn't need to because the lane is so far pushed up. Maybe I'm seeing if I can pick up Caitlyn. Maybe she was low and I saw something. Creep score wise, everybody's doing pretty well except for their Fiddlesticks. Yeah, their Fiddlesticks was their demise, I think. Probably should not be in a ranked play if you do not know how to last hit yet, friends. Just keeping that in mind. Just keeping that in mind. Let's see what's going on now. Bit of a fight going on up here. Are they going to be able to take out Aurelia? Aurelia has to ult and she's going to try to slap him in the back, but no! Looks like Cho'Gath was able to use the spikes on there. Swain's coming in for the gank and he takes out Udyr, and Cho'Gath's going to zip on out by the looks of it. As Ashe and Soraka, Khazad-dûm, and I were going to go in here on Caitlyn. Just shooting that tower. As soon as that tower goes down, she's going to be in a world of hurt. And I get an initiation arrow right on top of her, and we're going to probably be able to clean her up and get quite a bounty right there for Sir Khazad-dûm. Not half bad for our AP carry to get. Let's see, how's Khazad-dûm doing score-wise? Oh, here comes Swain. Yes, he's doing just fine, and we're going to go down here onto Senior Fiddlesticks, who is way too overextended, especially for the situation he is in. Yeah, you need a backup right now, Mr. Fiddle. And he is going to be taken out, I assume. I got another slow arrow, so he's probably going to pop up right here, and I'm going to shoot a volley and hopefully take him out. Yes, I am, with a critical hit right to the back of the head. And Swain is backing up out of there, and I want to say that they GG out very soon. Which I can't really blame them for. This was a very odd match. Looks like they take... Oh, looks like all the front turrets are down except for the top and bottom. Fiddlesticks, I don't know, either rage quits or pulls the plug or something. Yes. Rage in League of Legends. Ah, community. I'd be quite disappointed if somebody played like that also on my team in a ranked game. I'm pretty sure this was ranked. Maybe it was just normal draft. But I am pretty sure it's ranked. Whenever I play characters I'm somewhat familiar with for my hero, I like to play ranked. To try to avoid matches like this with a ton of DCs and not so high skilled players. But like I said, I'm sick of playing Ashe for the time being, so I've played about, I don't know, 3 matches a day as her to try to pick up a game. And it looks like I shoot an arrow in on Warwick, and I'm all by myself, so I need to back on out of here, and they're going to flash in on me. But hey, look, we're all here, and I ran a bit too far away. It looks like Aurelia's able to teleport on in. And are we going to be able to pick everybody up? And it looks like Aurelia's going to zip on out of there. Swain is way too far back. I get taken out by something that Swain shot. Was it, no idea. It is Nevermore. Okay. Never Move, that's what it's called. Okay. Okay. And it looks like Cassian's able to take him out. Warwick's going to ult on Udyr, and I don't think it's going to be enough damage. No, it is not. Warwick has a nice bit of slice steal, and I'm pretty sure this is where the GG out is going to be. Can't really blame him because they did have a quote-unquote disconnect, and that is game. Wasn't the best game in the world, guys, but I just could not find a decent game playing as Ashe, and I'd like to move on. Next game, I believe, is Caitlyn, which will be quite entertaining because I do play her also in ranked. Yes, skipping Bran and Blitzcrank, and I can't think of any other Bs. Okay, well, that's it for me. This has been Stringer from Innergeekproductions, and I'll catch you guys next time.